Most of us think compulsively all the time. That is to say, we talk to ourselves. If I talk all the time, I don't hear what anyone else has to say. If I think all the time, that is to say, if I talk to myself all the time, I don't have anything to think about except thoughts. And therefore, I'm living entirely in the world of symbols. Therefore, if you meditate for an ulterior motive, that is to say, to improve your mind, to improve your character, to be more efficient in life, you've got your eye on the future and you are not meditating. Well, meditation, when correctly done, has nothing to do with all that. It's a kind of digging the present. It's a kind of grooving with the eternal now. The place where it's at is simply here and now. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world as if you were listening to music. Don't try to identify the sounds you're hearing. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your eardrums. It's all just sound. And if I am talking to you right now and you're doing this, don't try to make any sense out of what I'm saying, because your brain will take care of that automatically. You don't have to try to understand anything. As you hear sounds coming up in your head, thoughts, you simply listen to them as part of the general noise going on, just as you would be listening to the sound of my voice, or just as you would be listening to cars going by or to birds chattering outside the window. So look at your own thoughts as just noises. And soon you will find that the so-called outside world and the so-called inside world come together. They are a happening. Your thoughts are a happening, just like the sounds going on outside. And everything is simply a happening, and all you're doing is watching it. It's all just sound. The place where it's at is simply here and now.
What is going on, guys? Evan Aldo here. Welcome back to the live stream. So I did a I didn't even set a stop loss yet, but I'll set it after. I'm not gonna reveal that. There was a trade set up in the Discord with a stop loss and take profit on this. So I do think that, and this was silver on BYDFI right now. Let's see what the funding rate actually is. Not too bad. A little high, but nothing terrible. You know what I mean? For kind of a Bitcoin long. So what is up, Satoshi? What's up, NBF? Shout out to NBF Forum. What's up, Trey? Always appreciate you guys tuning in. What's up, MN Fresh Start as well. So, yeah, I mean, look, let's get into, what's kind of going on here in these markets. And, I think the first thing that we should talk about here is, I missed the live stream yesterday. I was on Paul Barron, and then working on some other things. It was outside of America or outside of Miami, I should say, for a few months, and when you come back, there's a lot of stuff that you got to catch up on. Mostly caught up on most of it, not all of it, but I should be, caught up relatively soon. So, what's up, Coco? How's it going? Appreciate you tuning in. That's another person I haven't seen in a while, another Google user. Degen on the base chain. No, I have not. Sounds like a meme coin. We'll look at that in just a second. So I mean, look, until you kind of confirm more of this bearish stuff with this trigger wave to the downside here in your 20, stuff like that. Um, mm, yeah, I mean, it looks like continuation is, it's a little bit up in the air. I think we'll, in about the next, 24 hours, if we confirm this, 2-day continuation green dot with good money flow, you should be able to, kind of continue forward here. So I really think, what's up, Simon? I really think that you got a good shot of jumping up to maybe 111 by end of year, maybe even more. Ethereum, I think, is going to steal the show here, potentially coming up to 4,800. I think that's going to be, a good place here. I think that's going to be a good place. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at the moment. And we could look at Ethereum. I mean, you did confirm, okay, let's be real. You did confirm the trigger wave right there on the 16-hour. You confirmed on the 20-hour. Daily printing it. But this is not a true bearish div. That one was, so this one may not be as bad. But yeah, for those who are a little bit concerned, I see where you're coming from, but I like the 3-day. I don't think anything's that bad. At least as of yet. Appreciate you, War Dog. Appreciate all you guys. Always appreciate you guys smashing the like button. So yeah. And ETH, Bitcoin, I think this will continue forward. Some of the ones we looked at on Paul Barron that, he's had a lot of good picks, obviously. They know what they're doing over there. Trigger waves forming and stuff on Mavia. Obviously, these ones are smaller market caps. They're going to be riskier, potentially coming back up to 81 cents and breaking up from that on over. So I know some of you guys have asked me about these over time too. I'm always in the habit of writing Doge. So yeah. Yeah, I think it'll continue forward probably. I mean, I think it's only a matter of time before this breaks upward. It is a meme coin, but yeah, I think you could get probably a 2 to 3x relatively soon with this. So yeah. Good question, War Dogs. I think it'll go up along with a lot of other things in this next leg up for this market. Sorry about that. Another Google user. Let's look at Degen. Oh, what? This is on Coinbase? Okay. There's a shot it could bounce here. If it loses this low, then you're kind of, you know what I mean? I would set a stop loss below that low right there and try to ride this up. That could be a good option, potentially. Trying to catch the falling knife there. Sounds like a meme coin, right? Anchor, I'm somewhat familiar with it. Not extremely familiar with it, but somewhat. Potentially breaking upward to 15. Money flow pretty good. I think Anchor will eventually break up to 16 here. So, yeah, I do think it's got a good shot of continuing forward. Yeah. Link ETH. I think Link will continue to outperform ETH for a good amount of time. Let's just see, what is Link doing? Yeah, so we're kind of outperforming a lot of the market at the moment, potentially jumping up to 34 next, which I think is somewhat likely. Yeah, I mean, cat with bag. I know they were trying to do cat with hat. That didn't work out too well. I don't think. I don't know. I think the WIF stuff is kind of risky, but I don't know. Hard to say. Maybe it'll jump here. So yeah, appreciate your War Dogs. So yeah, but in terms of January, yeah, I mean, I've talked about it in the stream a few times, as if you guys saw, but we could talk, well, I want to show you guys again because it's important, if we look at what happened January in the 4-year cycle right there, that was a damn big drop downward. So let's look at this pattern. It was about 30% down. The last time there, I think it was June or January of 2017. Was it 35? Let's see what that was on, damn it. right there. I mean, that was a freaking wick and a half, but yeah, 34. So 34 to 30, if you know, if we get up to, let's say, 111 or something, 113, something like that, I don't know. I could see 25 at least, 27, somewhere in the low 80s, I would assume, if we can get up there and then drop down to low 80s, something like that. So, yeah. Poop ring? Yeah, why not? I mean, yeah, it's not a real one. Subtray. And by the way, guys, if you're interested in trading, I got this one open on BitFi. BitFi is a good one. No KYC, no VPN required. You get 10% of your fees for life, in addition to a 10% cashback bonus up to $500 on BitFi. 10% cashback for life with my link on BloFin as well. The promos here I like are if you deposit 5K, you get $1,500, 1K 450, so that's a really good ratio there. And then 500 get 200. So check out BloFin down below as well if you guys are interested. Oh yeah, loop ring. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. What's up, Johnny? What? I think should be able to break above that point and continue forward, I would assume. Yeah, it looks really good in the 2-week. I think that should at least bring us hopefully up to 27 cents and then above. Yeah, so it looks pretty good. LRC we could look at. Similar situation, yeah. Kind of a double bottom situation, hopefully breaking upward to, 91 cents eventually. I like this. But then again, most things look damn good. I think, once we finally do see that altcoin season, unless you think we're not going to see any altcoin season, once we do see that altcoin season, it's going to be fun. 120K for Bitcoin top. I mean, there's no major fib levels at 120K. In the grand scheme of thing, though, what I would assume here, unless I could be wrong, but I would assume in the grand scheme of things, sometime in 2026, you will be well below 100. You'll probably be 48K, 50-something K, maybe 60K. You know what I mean? That's my best guess there. Somewhere below that previous cycle all-time high, I think we'll see somewhere below 69K. Probably 48K would make sense. Maybe even lower, who knows? But I don't think you would go too much lower than the inception of the Bitcoin ETF. So yeah. But in terms of like a price prediction, I mean, if you hit 120K, you would follow kind of these, lower echelons in the end of 25. If you think that's what we're going to do, I don't know. I think you'll get up to 150. That's kind of my prediction. These higher echelons, maybe 150 to 160, big level, fib level, swing line at 150 around the end of next year. So yeah. How is the ETH weekly chart holding up? Okay. So the weekly I think is okay. I mean, it obviously is a big point. Your money flow is good. If you look at some other ones, I think the 4 days really good. I think the 3 days really good. I think the 2 days okay. I think the daily is a little worrisome, but not terrible. And then hopefully nullify some of these kind of trigger waves and break upward from this, very common iteration of a reverse head and shoulders that we see very common in a lot of stuff. So yeah. What's up, Parixit? So yeah. And yeah, those hurricane doors in Florida, they make that noise. But yeah, I'm just trying to think here. Kind of a wrist and shoulder, hopefully jumping up there. Solana. Yeah, I wouldn't get too pessimistic. I mean, you could break downward, hit 188, but as of right now, I wouldn't get too pessimistic on this market. You got to think too, with like Christmas coming up, everybody loves to buy crypto around Christmas, especially in a year where it's already up. You know what I mean? Because probably, kind of what happens is next year, at the end of next year too, they'll buy it, and then that's more of like just, you're buying it from the hands that bought it at much lower numbers. You know what I mean? Would Trump tariffs crash the crypto market? Yeah, that's been the big debate on CNN and all those. There's those articles like buy this before Trump tariffs come in, all that. So I do think that it's hard to say exactly what the tariffs will do. I don't know. What I would ask you guys is, did Trump tariffs, when Trump was in office last time from 2016 to 2020, or 2017 to 2020, I should say, did those affect crypto? Did those bring crypto down in any way? How did that affect crypto? How did that affect prices? All that. Did we really see anything too significant there? I would assume it would have the same effects. So look into that. Polygon has been lagging behind. I think that, the first thing, let's look at, I'm just curious about ETH versus Matic here. And I'm in the charts. I look at the Matic chart because the Polygon ones there's not enough data really. So ETH has done very well against it. But let's actually reverse that around a little bit because we're trying to outperform ETH here. I've looked at this, it is a little worrisome. I do think it's got a good shot. I think, I like the monthly green hike and ashy here for trend reversal. We'll see what happens. I think Matic in general should continue to do well, bounce around here and continue to do well. Hard to exactly say, but, I think he got a good shot of jumping up potentially. Maybe on this bull div that's forming. I don't know if it'll be a true bull div, but trigger wave or whatever, potentially bring you up there. So yeah. What's up, Dave Kahn? Appreciate you, War Dogs. Hodl Strong. What's up, Anthony? So yeah. And let's see. So it's Solana and Matic. Real estate's been coming up a little bit. Just look at like the center of it all, kind of New York commuter. So at the all-time high that's been at, very sideways for real estate for the last, I guess people have been saying sideways, but really it's been, especially the New York ones have been up. Rents have been more downward, especially in Florida, but all that's, I think real estate's either going to pop upward or downward, and we're going to find that out within the next few months. I think it's going to be upward. I can't imagine that being downward with, everything else potentially popping upward. What's up, Plan E? So, yeah. Trying to think what else I want to look at the moment. We could see what's, so I don't know if this is like the most updated thing to see, like Mutant Apes, just hovering around there. Let's actually look at them on CoinGecko. Refresh this. So 3.2 ETH for the Mutant Apes. Bored Apes 18 ETH. So obviously Pudgies have gone nuts. 110 for one Pudgy, 14K for a little Pudgy. If you look at market cap, I have a feeling Bored Apes will fight back a little bit, I would hope, but we'll see. I like my apes better than my penguins, but, we'll see what happens. Is Sol going to 1K to cycle? I don't think so, but anything is possible. I think maybe 600 is more of my goal. XVG. I think it'll eventually pop up to these highs again. That is pretty high from where we are right now. Let's be real. The thing here, let's draw some SR. Like, this is the big freaking giant range that we want to... Yeah, this is a little bit... Let me see something here. Yeah, it doesn't tell us much. I'm trying to think how we want to... you could argue we kind of broke above that, that area. We broke above that area. Bottom of that range would be around there. And if we, you know, where is it? Trend line. Break up from there, you got to target it like 8 cents. That is a lot from where we are right now, but who knows? I think you might be able to get at least 400. Big time. Let's look at big time, sure. Yeah, good idea. That point. I think it generally could continue forward. I mean, I'm not the most like big time-esque person. Curious from this low in May. Yeah, you really crash from there. I mean, if you can break up from, I mean, you got a little bit right there, but if you could, you know, breaking up from where we are right now, you would be looking at 50 cents or something. I don't know, a couple X, yeah. We looked at Link. I like it. I think it can do well. Hydra didn't somebody was telling me about that. What coin did you need to hold to have that one? Weren't they doing one with ApeCoin? If you hold, there's always that. Yeah, I don't know what coin do you need to hold to get this one? I forget. Continuing forward. Yeah, I could see it potentially jumping up higher. This one's harder. It's kind of because it's so new. Hyper liquid airdrop. Let me see something here. Early adopters. 1 points. Okay, I don't think I did anything with this, but yeah. Anyway, Sui. Yeah, let's look at Sui because that's been really topical. It's hovering around that point. As of right now, I'm not seeing anything really, you know, concerning. That could change maybe because it's come up a lot. I mean, it does look a little worrisome on the 20-hour. But your daily money flow is still pointing upward. I think we need to wait, you know, 24 hours and kind of see what happens here. So yeah, it looks good on the 4-day. I think that'll overpower the bearish things and potentially bring us up to 6 something. So yeah, I think we already looked at Cody. I'm just trying to hype. You got the what were the requirements for that? How were you an earlier adopter or whatever? Sui P. What? Wow. This? I don't know. Hopefully you'd break up from this whole thing and get back up to all-time highs, if not more, but that's a risky business, I think. Anyway, why not look at Ape? Yeah, so a little bit of a drop down. I mean, obviously highly volatile situation, 30% correction right there. Yeah, I think you'll eventually break upward to 250 again. That's kind of your yearly high around 250. So I think hopefully you can get to that by the end of the year, maybe even more. If things get really crazy, I could see like Mutant Apes getting up to like 6 ETH by end of year or something. So $3, yeah, maybe you could get up to $3, you know, $3 maybe. We'll see what happens. Exhausted a little bit. I've just been kind of busy getting situated, you know, getting a lot of stuff done. Honestly, just doing some working on the condo, you know, some stuff that broke, just, you know, fixing that and all. some things, you know, sometimes it's like, should you hire somebody to do it, or, you know, you could get, you know, sometimes you could finish it quicker than that, get the thing done. So between that and a few more things, yeah. I'm not that exhausted. I'm probably gonna work out after this, but yeah, walking around the city a lot too. So yeah. I see breakout already. Yeah. Well, it is the weekend. I mean, I wouldn't get too afraid of the I wouldn't get too afraid of the, you know, well, I was about to look at DOT. Yeah, I got a little distracted on my phone there, but yeah, I wouldn't get too afraid of the bearish things. I still think you could break upward, definitely. Especially in this environment. Your funding rates are not bad either, so I think we're okay. DOT, I think it's only a matter of time before we break upward and get up to 17, potentially a double from here. I think this has been really suppressed, and I think it's going to jump. So yeah. I mean, DOT, I'm just curious about like DOT ETH, how that's, yeah. I mean, it's going to turn around at some point. That one didn't really do it, but you're going to turn around. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll just keep leading, but who knows? You're going to see a jump at some point. Nothing goes down forever. Unless it's Luna Classic or whatever. Or FTT for Celsius. Let's see, XRP. I think this will break up the $293. It is possible you could hit 4 something by the end of the year, but I would think it would be a little more elongated. I mean, this is the real chart we want to look at, yeah, XRP Bitcoin. So it did break upward, but in the grand scheme of things, you're still down a hell of a lot against Bitcoin. Still about 90% since January 18. If you can break above where we are right now, I kind of feel like you might not. Then you could be toying with, you know, areas like this, which are really big. Maybe you'll get there, maybe not though. But if it does fall a lot of other altcoins in their Bitcoin evaluation, which I'm skeptical of, but it might, then you could easily get there. So yeah. Gary. Yeah, I've heard of this one. I mean, I think you'll get up to 4 cents again. I think you could jump here potentially. So yeah. I was just thinking this was like such a sell the news type thing, kind of, for MAGA or Trump or whatever these ones, but yeah, potentially jump in there. I don't know. VRA. VRA I think will probably at least get up to 3x from here in the bull run. That February high, if you can break above there, then you could be toying with some real high numbers. Well, not all well, real high numbers kind of compared to where we are right now, you know, 3 cents or something. So yeah. Cardano is a good one to always look at, well, at least as of late. Rejecting from a huge area, blood diamond right there. This actually looks a little worse than most other things at the moment. But I still think like the 3-day and a lot of these higher ones can make you eventually break up to 230 here. Not sure exactly when it's going to double, but you know, within a few months, I would think. So yeah. Lingo token. Let's see. It's funny when the person said I look exhausted. I look like the freaking. Oh, I gotta show you guys this. I gotta show you something. Let me find it first for a second. Let me just find it. It's a new. They're up to their old. It was funny. Where is it? Let me find it.
Now all you need to do is deposit 10 grand.
Are you mad?
Like this. Yeah, like the frickin' broke to Wall Street trader.
To start first.
Sure, mate. Now credit your account and deposit $500.
I'm doing it right now. He can kiss my middle finger. Time. This is the craziest some new trades to do.
Oh, then he gets better.
Young trader with lots of ambitions.
I call options on MicroStrategy.
Where's that?
$20 million in 2 trades.
I like that music. Let's see. Anyway, this is a funny video. They're back to their antics on some of these Wojak channels. They're pretty funny. I'm just curious, what was the most? Yeah, it's all the same kind of. Humans in 2100. Oh, that's got to be a funny one. That's got to be a good one. Anyway, let's see here. Cardano, Bollywood hits. I mean, I just looked at it. I think it could be bouncing, starting to bounce now. I mean, you know, that could have been the bounce and then make a higher low or something. So we'll see. If you lose this, though, I mean, maybe 92 cents. But as of right now, I would, as long as this candle stays green, I mean, in that 4-day and the, well, yeah, 2 days a little, we'll see what happens. But I'm really hoping we jump back to all-time highs in ETH. That would be a fun. That would really show us a lot about ETH here. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Is that jumping a little bit? We'll see if it could hold. I don't know if it will. If we do continue forward, I could see maybe it really rallying here just a little bit more. You know, maybe back up to these highs, maybe a little higher. I don't know. It would have to happen quickly, though, like over the next 2 weeks, I think. I think it's probably topped out. Yeah, we were talking about Dog earlier, Ethan. I think it will continue forward. A lot of people have been asking about it. I think it can continue forward. I think it'll do well. You know, probably get back up to all-time highs. Bitcoin meme coin or whatever. Yeah. But, yeah. Oh, I know what I want to look at. Crypto.com, I think, is... interesting one to take a look, see at 27 cents or something, maybe. I don't know, potentially consolidating and then jumping up, you know. It's pretty neutral, but on the high time frame, it's definitely still bullish. And if you really zoom out here, I mean, I think it's only a matter of time before you know, get it back up to 40 cents and then hopefully all-time highs, then infinity and beyond or whatever the hell, you know. I mean, I don't know if you could do a 10x from here, but we'll see. So, yeah. I mean, what is this? Let me just see something here. It is a volatile puppy, I think, because from this high to, yeah, I mean, that's 25%, yeah. Because if you had, I mean, 10 grand, you'd be down to 7,500. It's pretty crazy how volatile this is, yeah. Well, I mean, crypto in general, but yeah. Just thinking here. I mean, oh, anyway, guys, if you're interested in trading, making some of these trades, check out the link down below for BYDFI 10% cashback bonus. I think it's up to $500. If you send my link down below, in addition, 10% off your fees for life with my link. And same exact promo on BloFin. In addition to the 10% off the fees for life, there is this futures bonus. I like the deposit 3K one, or excuse me, deposit 5K and get 1,500, or 1K get 450, 500 get 200. Those ones are pretty good. Check it out down below if you're interested. If you guys sign up to either BYDFI or BloFin down below, deposit at least $100, then open a support ticket in the Discord with your UID. You can find the support ticket area right here. Open a ticket with your UID. We'll give you 1 free month in the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. So yeah. Well, I mean, you obviously know it's risky business. You know, Pepe to Doge, those are both meme coins. But I mean, you may be right. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, or you may lose everything. Maybe dog will rug pull. Who the hell knows? How's our Hawk Tua? I'm surprised Maxi won't even mess with this. They probably don't want the, because usually they'll. I mean, there's a lot of exchanges out there that'll list a lot of crap. Was this the rug pull? I don't even know. Oh, wait a second. That was the. Oh, this is the old Hawk Tua. I thought there was a new. Didn't they do a new one? Oh, is it this? No, it's the same one. I don't know. Brett trying to jump up here. Yeah. I know Hex has been shown a little bit, so is Pulse Chain. Yeah, I mean, it would be crazy if he could. Yeah, it's only 150% though, but still. I wouldn't mess with those, but who the hell knows? People have been asking me about them on and off. Let's see here. Anyway, I may get off in a little bit. I want to hit the gym. I got to do some other kind of stuff. I'll try to stream tomorrow as well, but you know, for the update, there's not really too much else I could talk about right now. I mean, Tesla's doing really well. Maybe we'll hit, you know, 600 before we know it. I think coin is coming up a little bit. Yeah, messing around with that point. I'm just curious if we did like. Keep in mind, coin is a much smaller market cap. Maybe it bounced here and then continuing forward. I don't know though. ETH versus MicroStrategy was interesting. I think that could continue. I mean, a lot of stars are really aligning on ETH here, as they have at the end of, you know, 2020. So, you know, I think there could be, even if we could just get back up to here, that's still 30% against Bitcoin. So, big area from that 22 low as well. So, yeah. ADA price predictions. I think you'll at least get up to 226. If you could break above that, I think you got a good shot at $5, and then maybe $5 to $8. Probably the highest I could see this going is like, well, highest I could see this going is somewhere around $8. So yeah. Alex Haynes. Let's look at just the coins that have been doing anything lately. So Hyperloop, yeah, I mean, Helium. Helium, I want to look at H&T. I think he got a good shot at like 24 at least, maybe even 32 here. I mean, I don't think you would get much more than like, you know, a 3x here. But there's potential. I think Helium could do well. The other one I wanted to look at was the mobile one. And that's been kind of trying to fight back a little bit. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah. Gala, let's look at Gala, sure. I think he got a good shot at jumping back up to 24 cents eventually, but that is a lot from where we are right now. So risky play. Maybe it just fades out. We'll see what happens. I mean, there are some smart people that think all is total BS, so we'll see. We'll definitely have to see. So yeah. I'll go. I think we got 70 cents and eventually break upward to around old all-time highs, sort of. So yeah. We looked at Cody. I think it could continue to do well. Trend reversal right there to potentially keep going higher from, reversing that trend, I guess. I don't know. Just thinking here. Traditional markets a little bit. We had a little blip. Not really much of a blip, but maybe even 515x. I don't know. This thing is nuts. So yeah, and I mean, we could look at yields. They're back up a little bit with that bad inflation data. I guess there's nothing stopping yields. I guess on the daily, you could argue that that may roll over. Then the 2 week looks like it's brewing something bearish, is just like the 3 week. We'll see what happens. I would assume, maybe we'll find out more data in the next 4 days at the next, on Wednesday. I think that's when the Fed meeting is. So we'll see what the lion has to say. Not Trump, the other lion. So yeah, that's definitely what we will have to look at. And yeah, fetch.ai. Yeah, true. I mean, I think you'll eventually get up to $5 here. Kind of a matter of time. I think you could jump up here, like I've been saying. I wouldn't get overly pessimistic at the moment. So yeah, I mean, it's a slow Saturday night. Gloomy in Miami. A little bit of rain. I think it was stopping, but just not the most, not the most like interesting weather. A little windy. Yeah, kind of yucky. Getting up to high 70s, but anyway. Let's see what it is like up in New York, or whatever. I don't even have that on my damn. Oh wait, oh yeah, it's cold as hell up there. Yeah. Okay. Is this the year for entering AMD? Now looks kind of overheated. I don't know. I would probably keep an eye on that monthly or something against the NASDAQ. I don't know if this is going to go crazy or anything. I mean, it's generally bled against the NASDAQ since '06. I mean, you could say it's gone up since 15, but we'll see. I don't know. Phantom, I think, could break upward and potentially hit, 330 and then $5 or something. So, I mean, I generally don't trade breakouts, but I think Mavi can have like a high. Can you trade this on leverage on Bybit? I don't even know, man. I'd have to look. Yeah, some of these, because the volatility is just insane. Like, something like this, 3-to-1 jumping up here, that could be a good trade with this. Yeah, might take some time. I'm just thinking here. Yeah, probably not too much else to really look at the moment. I mean, look, I think what's interesting, this is actually a really big fib level right here that we're trying to frickin' break above, but if we do lose this, then that could be a pretty, good catastrophic decline. I kind of don't think we will, but we'll see. I guess this would be, if you want to be really frickin' pessimistic, this would be your first case for a market cycle top, but I mean, you're just so ahead of time. I mean, well, I think it was March was the first one, 4 months early. I think you'll keep going, but I wouldn't get overly pessimistic until you have a bear div on your monthly. Then that's probably, But yeah, banana. Shout out to Carlos for the $2. Wasn't there a banana swap? Was it just banana? Maybe there's a time frame that is a little bit more. A banana gun, is that what it is? I don't even. Well, there's more data here, so let me know if this is the right one. I think it is. I would say that maybe this trigger wave on the 3-day will give you something cool like it did over here, kind of, sort of. Keep an eye on that. I don't know. I don't think it looks overly bullish, but it could break upward, I mean, making higher lows or whatever. Maybe come up to 115, maybe all the way up to, 260 eventually. So, yeah. Hope that helped. I mean, I try. I don't know. I mean, some of these are just hard to say, but who knows? I know there was a banana swap at one point. There's a dinosaur one. I think I remember the dino. Was it that one? Yeah, there's so much stuff that's come in and out. We just retested this longest trend line, 21. What do you think is going to happen, Marco? Are we going to jump here or going to come down? You kind of came in late. I'm going to get it going in a little bit, but yeah. Anyway, by the way, guys, if you're interested in trading, got some really good promos for you guys. BloFin and BYDFI, both of these are 10% cash back on your fees for life. So my link down below. Here's the futures bonus details for BloFin. I like the $1,500 if you deposit $5K, and BYDFI 10% cash back bonus up to $500, I believe. Check it out down below. Video on how to mark support and resistance, also spiral lines. That's in my course. I mean, if you're not interested in my course, there's a lot of YouTube videos talking about it. Fib levels, volume profile, spiral lines are not very hard. I think there's some free YouTube videos that show you how to do it. Also in the Discord, I do have a link to my charts with the spiral lines on them if you got in the premium Discord. So yeah. Let's see, we're printing a trigger wave on the Bitcoin. Yeah, confirms an hour. Let's see what happens. I mean, that's the main long kind of case right now. Yeah, I agree with that, Marco. It's kind of tough to say at the moment, a little bit, especially on weekends. Type of AZTV. Look at PopCat. Okay, a little bit boring. I don't know. I'm not really. I'm trying to find something good. Maybe that daily bull div. I would wait for that probably, then try to look for a long maybe. So yeah, or that trigger on the 4-day. Where's the course? The link is down below for the course. Try the discount code. I'll type it in the chat if you want to buy it. Bear Market 20. If that doesn't work, tag me in Discord somewhere and ask for a code. I'll make a new discount code for like 20% off or something. So yeah. Because the Black Friday promo ended. Most people plan, well, let's see, what was it? Most people plan to sell in the first quarter. I think there will be a correction in January, but I think, you know, there'll be more than that for most altcoins. Some of them could peak out in the first quarter, sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, January's been bearish in 20. I would hope it would scare people. If it doesn't, then then you're probably going to come down farther. Well, it obviously depends, but yeah, I mean, I think that like 2021, January was kind of bearish. You had your correction, so I think you'll see at least a 25% correction for Bitcoin. So yeah, that's the most obvious path, Marco. It could be a little bit different. Maybe we see the correction now, but I think coming into the holiday, a lot of people buy around the holiday. So yeah. Anyway, really appreciate you guys. I'm going to get going. If you guys are interested in anything else, always subscribe to the channel so you get the notifications when I go live and all that good stuff. And then really good promos on BYDFI, 10% off your fees for life, and up to 10% cash back, up to $500. If you deposit $5K, you can get $500 cash back on BYDFI. And I like the $1,500 futures bonus for depositing $5K on BloFin. These other ones are pretty good as well, especially the deposit $1K or deposit $500. Some good futures bonuses. Anyway, guys, really appreciate you guys. I'm going to get